gentlemen, it's the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show, a member of the Pod Bros Podcast Network. Don't forget to go to podbros.com, listen to another podcast. I don't give a shit which one, as long as you still listen to our podcast. And don't forget to go to bigjujitsu.com, buy a t-shirt, buy a patch, click the Amazon banner at the bottom of the page, and give us a little money. How about that? I'm Rob.
I'm Devin.
And we're just hanging out today. I've got an 11-hour flight ahead of me tomorrow. This is going to suck ass.
Holy shit. I forget how long that is to fly over an ocean, right? Sounds ironic, but
Yeah, no shit. Well, what's terrible is, well, not terrible, but like Frankfurt to the East Coast isn't too bad. It's like a 6-hour flight. But now I'm doing Frankfurt to Dallas-Fort Worth, which is like 11 hours total. So I'm not a happy camper.
I flew from when I was like 17 from Cincinnati, Ohio to France. And I remember even then I was like, I'd never been on a plane for that long before. And I did not want to be awake for this. And I remember taking like 7 or 8 Benadryls. You know, that sounds a lot less hardcore than like some other prescription sleeping pill. But yeah, you get what I mean. I would not want to be awake for that.
Oh, not at all. I'm actually gonna bring some sleeping meds with me too. I've already, thankfully, I was able to pick out my seat, so I'm not gonna be like in people's way. I'm just gonna dope up and fall asleep, is what it looks like.
Do do you get like good, like, I mean, amazing, like, deals on flights because you're in the service?
Hell no. This is,
What
well, I
the
mean,
fuck, Uncle Sam?
yeah, no shit. Like, the thing is, because it's for a school, so it's for like official travel and all this other shit. So I don't get to really get good choices on seats, but I did get to choose a little bit, so I got the economy plus, which is nice, especially for 11 hours. So I'm just gonna, like I said, dope up, go to sleep, wake up when I get there.
I watched a documentary the other day on, it was a short, it was about 8, 9 minutes long, on this guy. He's a travel hacker, and he pretty much travels the world for free, yada, yada, yada. But the cool part was, it's kind of slimy. He would order first class tickets, right? And he would go hang out at the airport all day, and he'd get the non-refundable ones. So he'd sit in the first class restaurant, the bar, get everything comped for free. An hour before his flight, he'd cancel it, get his money back, and he would just have to pay for another flight another time. But he would do that for any of the days he wanted to just go work in a really nice office. He would go to the lounges at different airports, buy a first class ticket because he would have one that was like, a credit that he'd have to spend eventually, and he would use it to get free steaks, free lobster, free whiskey.
Fucking genius, man.
It's crazy, right?
Dude, he is definitely scamming the system in the right way. You know what I mean? Because I promise you, those airlines are already making a killing on some of these flights, but he's just getting steak and lobster and whiskey for free. Fucking genius.
Oh yeah, they don't notice any of that. They're not like, oh, you know what, we're losing money on Crown Royal. We better fucking do something about it.
But the good news is I'll be in Arizona for 2 months with my old school at Shootbox Academy, so I'm very happy about that. And it's gonna help because I got that fight coming up, so I'm gonna kind of. I know it's an army school, and I really should pay attention to the shit that's going on, but I'm really thinking about just treating this like a 2 month fight camp, honestly.
That would definitely be ideal, right? Because you're going to be, for the most part, not a bachelor in the sense that you're not going to be faithful to your wife, because you definitely are, but a bachelor in the sense that you're going to have a lot of free time outside of work to, commit to something that's very important, like a fight.
Yeah, seriously. Like, I know I'd already talked to my wife about this, and it's going to be a 9-hour difference, so we are going to be able to talk to each other. But I'm also going to be by myself, being able to train whenever I want, which is like a luxury, but it's also going to be terrible because I'm probably going to be sore the entire time. But hey, it's what you got to do, right?
I hate that when you first start getting into training again really hard and you go through that first week of no matter how much you baby yourself, you're going to overtrain. It's like impossible when you get acclimated to that intensity again. It's like the fucking worst. It makes you feel like a bitch.
Yeah, for sure. But I know we had talked about this a little bit in Facebook messaging, but I think what was it? We talked about vlogging and possible like advertisements. Like, what are you thinking, man? It is kind of cool to let the listeners hear about some of the stuff we're going to be doing, but like just maybe even brainstorming.
All right, so I mean, the simple idea that I had was maybe we can come up with some type of trailer for the podcast. It might not be a trailer for a specific episode, but the trailer for the podcast in general. I was thinking almost like our version of the old Sports Center commercials from the late 90s, early 2000s, where you have all the random stuff going on and things like that. That's kind of my take on it. I think that the Metamours tried to do their own part, and I think the effort they put in was great. But in my standards, it wasn't as good as someone like you or I would be able to do. So those are my thoughts on maybe the direction that these trailers could be going or commercials, whatever you want to call them. On top of that, maybe something where we start featuring people randomly on the Facebook and in videos, or letting people send in videos of them saying whatever. Or, I don't know. I also have this thing where maybe we start doing background music for the commercials, and they're kind of like not anything like serious, but I don't know. I almost want people to send in their thoughts on something, and maybe I could take like a 5 second snippet of it and make a beat out of it, and that'll
Holy
be like the
shit.
background track for a commercial or something.
That would be fucking cool as hell. So I mean, hopefully, hopefully people are already listening to this and they're like, "Oh shit, I got something to say," and they just send it to us. I don't give a shit how they send it to us, like YouTube or Dropbox or anything. Just send it to us then, and we'll go from there. Like we're not promising it's going to be
Oh
used,
yeah,
but it's going to be in consideration.
it's definitely going in the database. Definitely.
Yeah, because like everybody does like this UFC. Well, I mean not everybody, but like everybody does kind of like a training vlog. It seems for shit that's coming up, but I'd like to think we're a little more entertaining than most people. So maybe we could do something a little different. Like well, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to figure that out. I've got 2 full months to kind of fuck with it to see where I want to get it, and definitely we'll talk more about it.
It's definitely going to be better than the cliche train real hard, do a bootleg version of a UFC countdown, tally your goals, aspirations thing. It'll definitely be more entertaining than that.
So you tell me I don't need to like voice over me like looking at the camera doing like really slow shadow boxing for like 10 minutes straight.
What if we just do the complete opposite and we really do it like everyone else? Like Rob's just training, he's hella sweaty, the camera pans, it's just eye level. All you can see is Rob's eyes and he's just looking up as sweat's dripping down his face. Some intense ass music at the Shootbox Academy.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking well terrible but cool at the same time. Like I don't know, man. I don't think I really could do. I couldn't take it seriously. I really couldn't take that type of video seriously. It just which kind of leads me into something I was reading earlier on Reddit. Somebody posted up, what are some of the things you love about BJJ? Not much attention. Somebody posted up, what are some of the cringiest things about BJJ? And that thing has like fucking 400 something comments on it. So, how about today? Because we usually celebrate BJJ. Let's fucking hate on it. Let's fucking
Let's
hate on
fuck
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu today.
That's a great idea. I feel like I could possibly be shunned from my group of friends right now. Not
No,
because
no,
I'm not
because
anything about the person
I was
at
gonna say
all,
I'll
but
tell you why this is actually a good idea, and it does bring it up. And am I gonna steal some stuff from Reddit? Absolutely, and I'm gonna try my best to give them credit because I'm not certain unnamed websites that are gonna steal from Reddit and just pass it off as our own material because I'm not a dick face like that. But so yeah, no, it's good to kind of look at some of the shit that goes on in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and be like, yeah, dude, that's fucking stupid as shit. So I'm going to open up the floor with something that is actually my opinion. And that's, I think, one thing I fucking hate about Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is when people call it jits. I fucking hate it when people call it jits. I don't know why. It just fucking drives me up the wall.
it's the equivalent of like a I don't know, almost like a douchebag label like this. I feel like the person that would call it jits would be some guy in some like 1999 Oakleys with a tap out hat backwards that drives some old lift truck that goes mudding in. You know what I mean? If you do that, that's cool. But that kind of shit pisses me off.
You look
I
like
can't help it. I
you look like the
apologize.
type of guy that's gonna yell at your wife in public. and call her stupid in front of everybody because she picked out the wrong toilet paper at
Oh my
Walmart. That's what. Yeah, that's like the type of guy. I
God,
see
right.
what you're saying. I don't
The
know if
type of guy that goes to Olive Garden and gets mad because they don't have Zima.
it. Fucking Zima. Holy shit, that was like, oh man, who the fuck was that used to do the Zima commercials? I'm just dating myself here. Oh man, what was his name? He's like, he was a comedian. He was a stand-up comedian. I gotta look this shit up now. But while I'm looking it up, go ahead. What's something you hate about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Like just straight up shit that happens in the community that you hate.
Man, I hate, and I posted a meme about this, and I don't get credit for it, but I know that we all think it sometimes. I hate when a grown man says, I can't go train there because he's obeying his instructor. And I get it, you gotta be respectful for your instructor, but you're a grown ass man, like you're paying him on top of that. Why the fuck can't you go to another gym for an open mat? Why do you have to ask permission for anything? You're a grown ass dude, you know. On top of that, you're learning to choke people. You're learning to be even more of a masculine beast. Why the fuck would you have to ask another dude, hey, can I go to this gym and roll around with these guys?
Yeah, it's all about that like weird permission thing, and I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, so one of my students, because I'm gonna be gone for 2 months, he asked me, he's like, "Hey, is it cool if I train at this other place?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, absolutely. Why wouldn't I be okay with that? Don't do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu for 2 months or go train with somebody else. I'd rather you go train with somebody else. I'm not. I feel like that's kind of like somebody's hiding something. Like there's some insecurity there about that. Like if you're really upset with somebody else going and rolling now, if you come back to my class and you fucking start running your mouth about shit like, well, no, that's wrong. We do it this way. Like that's kind of one issue because I do acknowledge there's a whole bunch of different other ways to do these certain techniques. You know, you're a purple belt too. You've seen multiple ways to do things, but that does like that drives me up the wall. We're like, no, well, we don't do that because our what's a good way? Our professor doesn't believe in that. Like, yeah, you're a grown fucking man. You're paying somebody for that. So, excuse me, got a little
Another,
allergies going. Go ahead, man.
you're good. Another thing that pisses me off is when and I've been guilty of it before too, but I don't do it anymore. I hate when, like, if I roll with a brown belt or a black belt, the first couple times, sometimes they won't give you the respect and they like will not roll with you. It's like sometimes they'll let you get over on them, and it's like just fucking roll with me. You know what I mean? Like, it's more disrespectful that you're doing that than kicking my ass. At least you kick my ass, like you should be doing that, and I won't feel disrespected. But don't be some prick who's like afraid to get I don't know lose a position or get swept or get subbed just because you roll with a lower belt. Like that belt doesn't really mean a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, it's fine. Oh, here's a good one. It's from Fist of Popeye. He's from Atos Canberra. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Os. I hate fucking Os too. So in the military, like in the army, we say hua, right? And there's so many
Mm.
different things that hua means. I never use hua. Like absolutely not, because I would tell my students when I was teaching at AIT, "Are you guys adults? Can you guys form sentences and put emotions into words? Then you don't need to sound like a bunch of fucking cavemen, like dragging your knuckles. Talk to me." The only time I really will ever say hua is when I can't say fuck you to somebody. Just hey, dude, hua, absolutely. So like, to me, os is almost like hua, in my opinion. And say it at the beginning of the class, say it at the end of class, say it when you bow to somebody, but not every fucking 5 minutes. Knock it the fuck off. Just fucking kill it.
Dude, I can't personally say that either. I feel like for me, when I say it, I feel too corny. Um, that's not to say I don't bow or shake hands with people, or I respect everybody on there, but for that phrase, that saying, that little os, I cannot do it on the mats. I have such a weird like that's something that makes me cringe if I have to do it. I'm like, like I don't know. It'd be like me kiaing. That's what I feel like if I had to go kia, kia every time I did a sweep or something.
I mean, I could get into that. I might start doing that just to be annoying as shit. Because like in judo, when you throw people, you got to ki, or at least that's what I've been told. But so maybe I'll just do it with
Yeah, yeah.
everything. Like set up a triangle, be like kia, ha, and just fucking triangle choke the shit out of somebody. I'm gonna do that tomorrow
I
night.
did a parody video. I did a parody video 2 or 3 years ago. My buddy opened up his first gym. Me and my brother did it, and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna go post on the Big Jiu-Jitsu page after this, and it's pretty much like that. It's a parody of we made like a jiu-jitsu video, and we made it look like it was an old school karate video from like the early 90s. So there's all kinds of slow motion moves, and I'm ki and doing all kinds of like hand weaving things to block punches and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna go post this.
that's. I need to see that shit. That sounds awesome, actually. Something I didn't agree with is people do complain about the shaka. Can't agree with that. I throw it up. I'm sorry. I gotta at least conform a little bit to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu culture, quote unquote, and do the shaka
Yeah,
almost every other Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu post or picture. I mean,
I don't do it, but I can't say anything about it because I do a bunch of other things that are along the same lines as that that aren't even involved in jiu-jitsu. So I don't have any space to even say anything about that. You know what I mean? Like I'm always throwing up stuff like that. I'm always doing the whole regime hand signal thing, and we used to have one at the Turlock gym before people knew we were kind of from the hood. I would throw it up, but now since they know the area a little bit, I don't throw it up as much anymore because I don't want them to associate us with being gang members, even though we're not.
nothing wrong with that. But I will not like. I can't take myself seriously in some of these pictures. If you look at the majority of my pictures involving any sort of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like promotion, whatever, I do not have a straight. I usually do not have a straight face on. I've like some fucking goofy shit, and I will blame Brian Mingy for that because the first Brazilian Jiu Jitsu picture he showed me is like, yeah, hey, check it, let me show you some of the shit I've done. Like, just we're going through old memories and stuff, and he showed this like he won first at some tournament, and the two guys, like the second, third place guy, are very stern looking, and then he's in the center with like this goofy look on his face, like smiling with his mouth. He's like, I'm like, I was like, okay, hey, that's the way I gotta be. I'll do it. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just act like a fucking nutcase in all these pictures. So the picture that one of the guys just threw up for the Naga tournament we did, yeah, not a serious face at all for me, except for when my buddy Maurice, he was like, yeah, I got to put this picture. His buddy passed away. He got killed in action back in April. So I was like, I'll be serious in this one. I'll be serious.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
The group picture, fuck that. I'm like, can't even,
Yeah,
can't even recreate the face. Every face is different.
I'm always a smiler in pictures. Like I can't, I'm not gonna be the guy that's gonna do the no neck pose where I'm flexing my traps and just staring seriously. I can't do it.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
fucking awful,
If
dude.
you guys didn't see that right now, where Rob just flexed his traps and they were pretty much touching his ears. Freaking beast of a man.
I just do a lot of shrugs because people ask me questions. I do that. I don't know.
I
That's the
don't
only
know.
reason
I
I
don't know.
got any sort of traps. Like, fuck it, I don't know. I just shrug my shoulders. What do you want us to do? Fuck it, I don't know. What should I do from this position? I don't know. Don't get there. How about that?
Right? Yeah. Don't get put in a fucking triangle.
That's the best. That's the best way to defend. Don't fucking get in it. So
Yeah.
what else is there? There's got to be other shit. I'm looking through it now actually, and
I
uh,
can't stand. Well, I see him a lot at for example, not all the time, but a lot at Jeff Glover matches. And I've seen them at like in-house tournaments too. When people are rolling and everyone's making jokes, I understand it's not like a real fight, but don't make jokes while the guys are rolling. Like, don't say funny things like "oh, flying armbar" just to make everyone laugh. Like, just let the guys compete and do the shit. It kind of takes away from the aura and the atmosphere. I want to see these guys have a good match. I don't want to see them react to your shout outs and your phrases just to make me laugh in the middle of the match. You know what I mean?
yeah, like you can just enjoy the sport and you can enjoy the art and see what's going on. Like there, to me, stuff like that it's a sign of somebody being very insecure, like in life. They can't stand silence, so they have to say something. So that's kind of what I take that as. So that like that in itself makes me kind of cringe. Like, dude, are you really that? I mean, granted, yes, am I guilty of saying funny shit in the middle of class? Well, yeah, because I like to entertain people.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
when there's a match, I'm definitely not going to be out loud talking shit about two people competing.
Yeah, I can't stand. I can't stand that shit either. During class, I'm guilty of it too. It's different though. You know what I mean? You know how it goes. But like at a match, when someone's like trying to say stuff and they're taking attention off the match, putting on themselves, it's like I really just want to be like, shut the fuck up. You know?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we're watching two people compete in a very high level grappling match. I'm sorry. Let me go pay attention to this fucking white belt real quick. Fuck out of here. Oh yeah. Let's add it. Let's add in two more things. White belts that try to tell me how to do something because we just had this fucking happen this week. Dude, I about lost my shit. I actually I had almost no response for it because so I had a guy come up. I'm working with one of my students doing like just basic like resistance stuff because she's new. You know, she hasn't done jiu-jitsu a lot, so I'm working basic resistance stuff. This dude runs in, he's saying hi. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's going to say hi. He's like, here, let me show you a guard pass that'll work. And my mind kind of shuts off for a second. Like, what did this guy just say? He said, you jump your legs back, you do this. And then my mind's trying to decipher this guard pass, like how to break guard. And I couldn't figure it out. I said, why don't you just do it on me? How about that? Come on, break my guard. Pass my fucking guard. Right? Dude jumps in my guard. He does like this. It's pretty, more or less, it was like a sprawl. He tried to sprawl out of my guard. And he just kind of stuck. He just kind of stayed in guard. Now I had a higher guard on him because he tried to sprawl out of it. And I said, dude, I'm not even really resisting that much. My feet are just hooked. He's like, well, it usually works. I was like, here, why don't you go try it on that guy? I like pointed at Lee, one of the guys that trains with us. He's a fucking solid blue belt. I'm like, go try it on him. Let's see if this works. I was like, please just go fuck him up real bad. But can't stand that. And then so let's add on to that as well. I'm sure you can get into that. Treating grappling tournaments like it's the fucking tryouts for the Ultimate Fighter.
Dude, I can't stand that because you hear it from the level of adults to children all the way up to it's a white belt and you got another white belt, maybe almost blue belt coaching them. And they're talking in like this is a life or death situation, like this is gladiators, like he's fighting a lion, like you better fucking do this, you're gonna die, blah 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 blah. Maybe not those exact words, but I cannot stand that shit. Like almost like they're fighting for money on the line or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, it fucking blows my mind. Like it. Even still, there should be almost no fucking excuse for screaming and being angry for losing a match on the mat. Unless it's the goddamn Abu Dhabi finals. I always say Abu Dhabi finals because that to me is like the pinnacle of the best
Oh yeah,
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
100%,
Like
100%.
I can kind of understand it then, but it's always been taught to me is like you lose with grace or you lose with grace and you win with humility. So how would you feel if you lost to somebody and the dude's like parading around, beating his chest, acting like an asshole, and then yeah. So I actually had to say something at this tournament because one of my guys lost in the finals. It's cool. He fucking worked his ass off, and this guy like, yeah, fuck that guy. And I was like, whoa, hey bud, white belts, just a match, right? He looks at me like, oh, I'm sorry. Believe it or not, it was a white belt coaching him. I'm like, just a match, man. Let's calm the fuck down. Just a match. It's okay he lost. It's okay he won. Just jiu-jitsu, all right? And that's
It's the same guy that the triple at the company softball match, and he's running the bases with the number one finger in the air like he's like the MVP or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, oh my. It's like, dude, I just wanted to show up, do some watch some matches, not have anybody act like an asshole. And then it was like the last match of the day for us, for the team. And he's like, yeah, fuck, blah, blah. I was like, whoa. It's okay, man. It's okay. Did you walk away with first place today? I don't think you did. So calm the fuck down. So.
You know what I can't stand either is when you're coaching somebody and the coach next to you isn't really coaching them. They're almost like getting into a nitpick battle with you. Like you'll be like, all right, stand up. You got an opportunity here, blah, whatever you're gonna say. And instead of coaching their guy, they're like responding to what you're saying, like kind of passive aggressively, like, hey, you know what, you're fine right there. Don't worry about it, blah blah blah. They're not even giving their guy any advice. They're pretty much just trying to override what you say.
Oh, dude, that is actually pretty fucking annoying. Like, hey, man, work inside. Like, don't worry about him getting inside. His takedowns suck. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I just don't eat. Dude, I'm so passionate. Like, I'm not a lot of shit works me up, like gets me worked up. So what? I just really don't give a shit. That's why I was like, hey man, calm down. It's just a fucking match. It's a grappling match. It's okay. I'm glad he won. He worked really hard. Good for him. Like not like in a sarcastic or disrespectful way. He did good. He won, and he deserves it. So
Yeah,
he didn't win the
dude.
UFC light heavyweight title. It's okay.
I can't. One thing, kind of relating back to what we were saying before this, in regards to someone telling you what to do. This might sound like it's off topic, but um, I remember I was drilling with somebody, and it was someone who had probably been there for 3 or 4 months, and we had, just like anyone else new to the gym, you adopt them into the group of everyone, and you want them to feel welcomed, right? But there's some people that take advantage of feeling comfortable, and they overstep their boundaries. Now, I'm not gonna say there's real boundaries, but there are some, as far as being cordial and being polite and being respectful to seniority to an extent. Because regardless of what anyone says, there is a little bit of seniority when you're at the gym. Not like you get to tell people what to do, but in regards to when you're drilling with somebody, if you've only been there for 3 months, don't tell me that I'm doing something wrong. Now, I don't know everything, but we were drilling scissor sweeps one day, and I have done thousands upon thousands of scissor sweeps, drilling, whatever, right? I've done so many of them. And this person, this girl, tried telling, this was last year, I remember, this girl tried telling me, I think you're doing this part wrong. And I don't remember what specific part. I just remember she goes, I think you're doing this part wrong. And in my head, I stopped for like a second, and my eye kind of twitched where I'm like, I'm gonna blow up on this fucking girl right now. Like, it was just like, she didn't even like, it wasn't even anything leading up to it. It's just the sheer fact that she had the audacity to stop me in the middle of it or anything like that, like, and tell me, hey, you're doing this wrong. The way she addressed it, you know what I mean? I can't stand that shit. I don't mind when people correct you, but I really can't stand when someone, a lower belt, even though it doesn't really matter, but they try and correct you something that you know is right, and they're putting themselves in the authority position. I can't
Yeah,
stand that shit.
absolutely. Like even a get like when I go to a different school to roll, that I'm a guest, I shut the fuck up the whole time. I'm like, this is their school. They do it this way. I will do it this way, and it's just the way it is. Like, be a little more respectful for it. But I agree with you. I really will not be. Well, in my experience as a white belt, I have only done the elevator sweep this way. Like, all 6 months of it. Awesome, right? Which kind of leads back to our favorite subject, the white and blue belts. And somebody else brought this up in the Reddit thread. The fucking BJJ lifestyle. Can we please fucking describe what the BJJ lifestyle is before we actually claim to be living the BJJ lifestyle? Like, out relaxing by the pool and shit. Like Habinho, he was on the show before and he said that's not the BJJ lifestyle. So I'm right there with him. I can't fucking stand those posts either.
I can't stand that shit either. Like, people take pictures of them at the beach eating acai. They take a group picture after the gym, like the BJJ lifestyle. I'm like, no, like if we have to think of anything that's like the real BJJ lifestyle, let's take screenshots of our bank accounts. Let's fucking like look at us spending loads of money on laundry detergent, having to wash all those fucking geese, and like having to take like 2 showers a day, 3 showers a day, and being tired as fuck and getting home and being like, oh my God, my back hurts. I can't even take a shit right now because I don't even want to move. Like, that's the real BJJ lifestyle.
Yeah, I was. Because something made me think. Did you see Creed? With
No, I did not see. My brother told me it's a good movie.
It's a great movie. There's one part of it that really like stuck out, like really, really stuck with me, and it was it Apollo Creed's wife talking about what it was like being the heavyweight champ. He's like, do you know how many times I had to help the heavyweight champ walk up those stairs because he was so like fucked up after his matches? You know how many times I had to help the heavyweight champ of the world wipe his own ass because his hands were so fucked up from those fights? I'm like, god damn. Like nobody sees that shit. And that's why like the BJJ lifestyle, the whole thing is like the BJJ lifestyle is me. I can't put my wedding ring on because my left ring finger is fucked up from getting dislocated and broken a couple times. I can't even wear it anymore. Like that's like the
Oh,
BJJ lifestyle.
not the romanticized hanging out by the beach in San Diego and all this stuff. Like, yeah, that's not real. That real BJJ lifestyle. If you're a guy that likes competing and you're one of those like guys who there's a lot of those guys are fucking beast ass dudes, you know. The real part is yeah, just being sore as fuck all the time. Like trying to get yourself mentally prepared to go to that second or third training session that day, or just saying, man, I really want Carl's Jr., but I'm gonna eat this fish and rice and fruit right now. You know, like shit like that. That's the real BJJ lifestyle. If we have to put something dramatic in there, you know. That's what it really is.
Yeah, and oh, and I had an acai bowl. And I know I'm a purple belt. I had an acai bowl for the first time this past weekend. Not that impressed, honestly. Not that
Dude,
impressed at
thank
all.
God. Thank God. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They're good. But I feel what you're saying. I was expecting to go into it and have it be some like berry on steroids, sweet, just flavorful thing. And yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's what it is. It's a parfait almost, except without yogurt. You get your blended acai, you get your granola, and you get some bananas. Cool, man. That's great. I can put fucking blueberries and bananas on my cornflakes too. Like it's the same shit to me, pretty much. But I couldn't decipher the goddamn Goga Plata or anything like that. I was like, it's fruit and granola. And that's it. That's all I
I
got.
think it's funny that people want to adopt the Brazilian culture, and we talk about this a lot about those guys that have the fake Portuguese accents and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
like, shout out to you if you're from Brazil. A lot of Brazilian friends actually, but no disrespect from them. I'm not from Brazil. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to try and act like I don't know, like some guy that's supposed to love acai and it's supposed to like say all the names of these moves with the exact accent. Like, you know what I mean? I have friends that will call it omoplata, they'll call it omoplauta. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to say your name in a Brazilian or Portuguese accent. Why would you say the names of these moves in a Portuguese accent? I don't know. Maybe that's just me being nitpicky and finding things, but that kind of stuff annoys me as well.
Oh, like he spect. If you say he spect in the academy, I'm gonna try to injure you. That's just the way it is. I'm gonna try to dislocate
He's
something on your body.
he's going to try and he slap the shit out of you, is what he's saying.
I've said it before. It makes me want to just murder somebody. Like, you have to he spect. Like, what? I have to what? Like, no, I don't. Like, he spect. Like what? Because I saw somebody on fucking. Oh, dude, it was some fucking show your old bullshit thread. Like, and this purple belt was like, you have to he spect the higher ranks. He even wrote out with HESPEC. He spect, whatever. I can't even spell it right now. It's fucking midnight something here. But I was like, dude, you're a fucking douche. Are you from Brazil? Even the Brazilians, like, believe it or not, try to say their R's when they realize, like, translates over, believe it or
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's cool, man. You want to pretend to be Brazilian and say he spect. And, I've done jujitsu for a couple years myself, too. So it's okay. You can be excited about it.
One thing that pisses me off, it happens at a lot of tournaments. Every tournament I go to, I always hear it at least once or twice. Like, okay, so the character of Hinata Laranja, that guy's hilarious. That guy is so funny. He is an exception because he's been doing this for a long time and he's accepted into the community. When you are some random dude, doesn't matter what belt you are, but you're trying to be funny by doing a Brazilian accent and say things like that shit's kind of disrespectful. I think that Nala Laranja thing's hilarious. So he's not even involved in the conversation because he's already built that character. He's established whatever. But when you're just some random dude who has no character and you think it's funny to do the Portuguese accent in front of like all these other like people, that's shit's pretty fucking disrespectful. Like, you know, because they don't even do it in a sense where they're talking about anything. They do it in the sense where they're talking like they're idiots. You know what I mean? Like these Brazilian dudes are some uninformed like fucking like I don't know ignorant pieces of shit or something like that. When it's not even like that at all. It's just I don't know.
Yeah,
Bothers me.
how do you think the reception would be if I showed up to a judo tournament trying to do a fucking Japanese accent? Like, I'd get fucking killed there. They would fucking kill me. That's just the way it is.
You'd have a guy on each arm, side of your hip, throwing you in the opposite direction, tearing your body in half.
Yeah, it'd be like being fucking drawn and quartered by horses, except with judokas trying to rip every limb off my body. Like it's the same. Like I agree, it's the same shit. Like why would you do that openly and just be like, yeah, yeah, act like a fucking idiot? I don't know, man. Oh, so one thing I do hate, I kind of realize I'm in the fucking same boat, is the majority of my T-shirts involve fucking jujitsu. Like my friend Joey said, Rob, do you have any T-shirts that are not black and have something to do with fighting? I look at him like, fuck, no, I don't. So I had to like switch it up a bit. Granted, I'm wearing a big jiu-jitsu T-shirt, but I've got like Captain America shit now, so and then like
It's
Corona.
hard not to do that though. Sometimes you don't even realize it. You'll order a gi, you'll get a shirt. You go to a tournament, you get a shirt. Like very rare do you order a specific jiu. I mean, you do, but not like it's not like you're doing that every single day. It's just the accumulation of training. You'd get so many shirts like that, like you don't even realize it sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got free
Yeah.
shit, sick. Okay, cool. Like you can't help it sometimes, but I know that there's people when they first start you done like a couple tournaments and you've had a couple gigs, you got 30 jiu-jitsu shirts. That shit is crazy.
No, yeah, there are definitely some jujitsu shirts I'm gonna hold forever. Like I got my Curtis Sanders shirt, I got my No Defiance shirt, and like those are ones I'm really excited about. But of course, I have like the World's 2014 competitor shirt. I'm like, I can use this to dust my fucking furniture now and shit. Like, or they're the shirts I wear underneath my gis. I don't like go out in public really anymore with them. Grant, my wife will totally disagree with it, but now I'm starting to like buy shit that has nothing to do with jujitsu. I mean, like I bought that Macho Man T-shirt, which is fucking cool to me, and then I bought
Yeah.
some like campaign T-shirt that had nothing to do with any of the real fucking candidates. It was from Dune. If you guys are nerdy like me and appreciate Dune by Frank Herbert, so it's like Atreides Stilgar 2016. That's the only real candidate I can get behind, but that's about it, man. So I mean, that's really all the gripes I got right now with Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. And I'm really glad that thread on Reddit. And I'm going to give the shout out to the guy who did it. He was, because, like I said, I'm not some website that's going to add 20 fucking ads to this. It was Jaden Blade. Perfect. Here's a good one. Oh, shit. Even the top one. You'll like this. And I agree with this. What makes you cringe in BJJ culture? The top for me has to be people wearing gi tops to weddings.
Oh, I fucking forgot about that one. I fucking forgot about that
Yep.
one. Oh my God. Dude, yes. Fuck yes. I've seen so many pictures of that and it's like they do it in the wedding party pictures. They'll actually be in the actual chapel with the gi top on. Like, dude, I don't even know what words to use. That is past like douchebag. That is past moronic. That is just more like it's almost like leaves you speechless a little bit. Like you really did that, really.
Yeah. To me, like wearing if if you show up to your wedding with a gi, first of all, let's go through some of the people that have gotten married who have not done that. Many Gracies, okay. There you go. That's all you fucking need. How about that? We got that, and then who else we got? Well, I can say me. I didn't wear that, dude. Chelsea would have shot me. Like if I showed up to the altar with a gi top on, she would have walked out the back. The everybody would have risen. She would have walked out and shot me at least once, like just from the back of the fucking aisle, and just fucking got a round off and shot me in the chest or something. Like
Not even the foot or the hand or nothing
no,
like that.
just
It's no real shit
like
like that.
straight kill shot if she could. Like nope, nope. We've spent enough, and you're gonna die for this shit. No, because honestly, like the rules were for us for the wedding or for my end was that my face has to remain intact for wedding pictures. And like a week and a half, 2 weeks before my wedding, my buddy Mock hit me in the face, like open hand slapped me and fucking split my lip real bad. It was like fat was pushing out of
Oh,
it, and
oh.
oh, she was not a happy camper. And I was like, oh baby, it's fine. I heal fast. Don't worry about it. But it did heal in time, so we were good there. But yeah, dude, come on, man. Like I get it. You love jujitsu. I love jujitsu. I love jujitsu so much. I have a fucking podcast about it. But you know,
But the people at your wedding don't give a fuck that you love jujitsu. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? Like nobody cares. They're not there to see you put on a fucking gi. They're there to see you guys, say your vows, kiss, and get some free food.
Yeah. Grandma is not going to say I'm so proud of them getting married, especially since he's got his fucking De La Hiva guard down. She's like, oh, that's very nice. Him wearing his karate uniform to this wedding. I guess they both like karate a lot. She isn't gonna understand, dude. God damn. Did y'all meet at jujitsu? Great. I'm so happy for you that because jujitsu has brought so many people together. Nobody else gives a shit. I'm sorry.
I honestly, this sounds funny, but like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm gonna get married. But even if I did get married, and let's say she did jujitsu and she wanted me to wear that, I honestly think I'd probably be opposed to it as a man. I might be like, nah, I'm gonna wear a tuxedo. I'm gonna wear a suit. I'm not wearing a fucking gi top.
Yeah,
Sit the
absolutely.
fuck down.
I'll just be like, babe, I do no gi. You know this. I'm gonna wear a
I
tuxedo.
know, right?
Just wear a tuxedo rash guard at that point. Like, I got the
All
jacket.
right.
I'm just gonna wear the tuxedo rash guard.
How long have you and your wife been married?
We've been married. We just had our 3rd-year anniversary this past March.
There you go, man. That's an accomplishment right there.
Hey, I try my best, right? She's still putting up with my bullshit, of doing jujitsu and a podcast, and like we'll be out to dinner. I'll get like a text, like not even like a text, but like a Facebook message, like you say, it'd be you or Sean or somebody, be like, babe, I gotta answer this. It's about jujitsu. So, okay.
That's great though. You gotta, for all you viewers out there, you gotta get a woman like that. Fucking let you take the business messages that are obviously very important about jiu-jitsu,
Yeah, she's
even
very.
though we are not wearing gi tops at weddings.
Oh fuck that, yeah, dude. If you do get married, like I said, your choice or whatever, and you're like, hey, check out this sweet new gi top I got for the wedding. I'm gonna hit you with a car in the parking lot. I'm like, yeah, it's really cool, man. Hey, let's go, and then I'm gonna fucking run you over. Oh, the wedding's canceled. Oh shit, I saved you a lot of trouble, dude. Going to the hospital is less trouble than fucking wearing this gi top to this wedding. Or if you watch Game of Thrones, if it's like a Dothraki wedding where people like get killed and shit, then I think maybe a gi top might be acceptable.
Fuck, I wish that I knew that reference. I'm the only person in the world that hasn't watched Game of Thrones, but it's been on my list of things to do for like 6 months now.
All right, so like to put it in perspective, it pretty much it's like a race of people that are like Conan the Barbarian, and they say like one of the guys is like, well, it's considered a boring wedding if less than 3 people are killed at it. I'm like, as long as I'm not one of those 3, it sounds like a party to me. So
Exactly right. You'll be the one fucking shedding the blood, or
yeah,
shedding the blood of others and not shedding the blood. There we go.
absolutely. So that's my opinion. So I think that was kind of healthy, man. Like getting all the shit out that we hate about Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, man.
Yeah,
I kind
I
of
don't feel
feel,
as angry.
yeah, I feel calm and at peace with the world, and feel like I can go forth and have this 11-hour flight, and not be pissed off, be like, oh, because I mean they're like, and this is weird too. I don't know if you experience this. Like sometimes I'll wake up, especially dealing with this podcast, and be like, dude, there's so many fucking assholes in the BJJ community. I just don't want to do this. Like there really are just days I'm like, fuck this. This is stupid. But
Dude, I know what you mean. There are days where I don't want to go to an open. I want to train, but I don't want to go to an open mat because I don't want to meet some fucking new douchebag that I probably met at another gym, just in the form of a purple belt or a brown belt in someone else's body, kind of thing. Like
yeah,
I feel you. I feel you on that one.
yeah, just straight up, I fucking hate it. Like open up Facebook, like scroll down something, like, all right, you're an idiot, and scroll down some more. Okay, you're an idiot too. Like I just some days I'm just like I can't deal with it. Like maybe I shouldn't
Oh,
make
and
a podcast.
this week's way worse too with Worlds, dude. With all the posts that we're gonna see from some fucking idiots,
Oh
all the excuses why they lost, and
fuck!
all the people that they're thinking that they don't give a fuck.
Dude, I completely forgot about that shit. Oh my god, there are people I do give a shit that are gonna go to it, but at the same time, I'm sure there's gonna be the next great black belt champion in white belt form that we're gonna have to deal with for the next week or so. And as somebody else put it, congratulations on winning your white belt or blue belt or purple or whatever, but you're not that next rank. So no matter how good you are, like so so I was excited about winning SJJ, IF, whatever it was, Worlds, and they're like, that's really awesome, man. But guess what? You're not a purple belt. I'm like, ooh, that actually is a pretty good perspective. Like, just keep working for purple. Don't worry about being the best blue. Try to be a good purple. I'm like, it's a good point.
I know we always talk about that. One time I said it and I put myself in my own place one time because we were talking about somebody that they had like won a tournament and we're like that's cool and everything, but like they're still just like a brown belt, like they're not a black belt. You're pretty much the best JV guy. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, oh wait, that is me. I'm not a black belt yet.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not winning Abu Dhabi. Like I'm pretty trying to be the best JV guy.
God damn it. Like, yeah, I hate that shit. You get that self realization. You're like, yeah, well, fucking any idiot can have a podcast. How, like, oh, god damn it. It's just like really like I'm the only idiot who has
Yeah.
a podcast. Oh, great.
You're like any idiot can get on there and give their opinion for an hour and let fucking people listen. You
Yeah.
don't got to be a fucking brain surgeon to do that shit.
Exactly.
Uh.
What the fuck you listening to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu podcast with guys who aren't black belts? That's fucking stupid. Wait, no, don't take that back. Hey guys, if you're listening to this shit, fucking keep listening, please, okay? Like we've spent a lot of time doing this. We're not here to give you expert opinions. We're here to entertain you and talk about shit and piss off other people. Like I said, like that one thing we posted up. We may not be the best podcast, but you have heard of us. Just remember that.
Yes.
You have heard of
Yes.
us. The most disrespectful Brazilian Jiu Jitsu podcast out there.
Oh, 100%.
We need to come up with like a better
100%.
tagline, like the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu podcast your mom warned you about, or
We're almost like the Howard Stern of jiu-jitsu podcasts almost a
we
little
could
bit.
be, man. We've talked enough about like
We're like a mix of like Fighter and the Kid, Howard Stern, uh fuck, I don't even know. The
uh,
Big G George is the Big Jiu-Jitsu, Robin Devon, man.
fuck it, we're the big Jiu Jitsu show. Oh, speaking of what, this is going back to the reviews before we finish up today. Um, the whole thing with everybody giving the reviews, we're at 16 reviews right now, so that's a big
Oh,
fucking jump. Yeah, dude, we went from like 5 to 16 in a few days, so I'm very happy about that. One of them, I laughed really hard. It said, "I love the Robin Big Show." I'm like, it was a 5-star review. But I was like, fuck it, close enough. That's pretty good. I'll take that.
it is close, I'm right.
It's 5 stars. I'll fucking take it. I don't give a shit.
That's hilarious, actually. It's like they probably never listened, but I love the effort. Like,
Yeah,
fuck it, we're gonna go leave a review. Thanks for the support either way.
that's right. I'm Rob Deerdeck, and this is Devin Big Black Martinez. So
Exactly. That's hilarious. I think it's funny that we have like what weight class you compete at when you do jiu-jitsu?
ultra heavyweight.
So you got an ultra heavyweight and a featherweight slash lightweight, like doing the podcast together, big jiu-jitsu. It's almost along the same lines, right? Like the Rob and Big show, except for you're Rob and I'm Big,
Yeah, we might as well.
ironically.
We'll be like the super hipster Robin Big Show or some shit like that. Like, I'm Rob. I'm the big guy, but we call Devin Big because you just take a wild guess why we call him
You,
Big.
you know,
Yet there's no need to
you
explain.
know.
There's enough
You hear
explanation.
that, all you jiu-jitsu ladies? You hear that? You hear that? You know,
I'm
you
sure
know.
Mackenzie Dern will be very happy to hear that as well.
Yes, yes. I'm not saying it out front, ladies. I'm just saying, just find out for yourself. Find out for yourself.
Absolutely. All right. So before we head out of here, anything you got to say to the loyal listeners before we end this show?
Guys, it's been good. Check out the Big Jiu-Jitsu podcast. On Periscope. Check out the Big Jiu-Jitsu Periscope. It's live streams, pretty much not just talking about jiu-jitsu, but just everything. It's almost like behind the scenes, getting to know Rob a little bit better or whoever's on it. Yeah, check it out. It's pretty entertaining, and I'm not gonna lie. And then you guys could have a little bit more interaction and talk about things that you guys might want to hear on the show for the next episode or whatever. So check that out. Check me out on Periscope, Instagram, everything. I am Symphony. Just Google that. I'll pop up. And then Mackenzie Dern, hey babe, I hope you do well this weekend. You're probably gonna win like you do every year. Good luck. Let's get together and hopefully you come do an interview with me and Rob pretty soon.
That'd be amazing. Well, I will be in Arizona, so gonna have to hunt her down for you. And I will be. I'll be less creepy than that dude that talked to me that one time. Fucking. Probably still hasn't showered or anything. Just
He's that dude. He's almost like a recurring member on the podcast now. That dude,
creep.
the new Mackenzie Dern.
Fucking creep show out here. Like, do you know Mackenzie Dern? Just for any of the listeners who haven't heard it, yeah. Dude goes, do you know Mackenzie Dern? No, I don't actually. I train with her. Cool, man. That is fucking outstanding. Yeah, and then just like walks off pretty much. That might not be exactly what it was because it's been over a year, but that's the gist of the conversation I had with this very creepy guy. So hopefully he's listening to the podcast, and hopefully he's going to give us a 5-star review. To if we get to 25, as soon as we hit 25, we're going to get we're going to do a drawing, and we're going to kind of give that person a show your roll gi. And the cool thing is it's not an already predetermined size gi because I think it's kind of fucked up. Like if you're an A4 wearing show your roll type guy, and I hand you this A1L, and say, well, good luck, man. You gotta start cutting. or somebody who's an A1, I'm like, hey, check out this A5 I got. Yeah, check it out. So it may not be the show you roll you're looking for, but it's a free show you roll. So hey, I'm sorry, but it's a free show you roll. Beggars can't be choosers, and it's something I want to do to help promote the podcast. So hey, don't forget to go to iTunes, do that 5-star review. Put your name on it, give us something good. If it makes us laugh, we may even read it on the show, kind of like the guy who says, I love the Robin Biggs show. Pretty fucking right. Not exactly 100% accurate, but it's still pretty good. So don't forget to go to podbros.com. Remember, because we're a member of the Podbros Podcast Network. Find one of these other lesser podcasts that you don't give a shit about, but make sure you listen to us as well. And don't forget to go to bigjujitsu.com, buy a t-shirt, buy a patch, and don't forget to use the Amazon banner at the bottom to, help give us money. You're not going to pay anything extra, but, you help keep us on the show. That's just the way it is. So, once again, I'm Rob.
I'm Devin.
And we'll catch you all next time.